When Klara Kesmarky Miller began taking part in the Leaders in Training program at the YWCA when she was 11, she couldn't have imagined the impact it would have on her life, or how apt the program's name was. Miller began helping coach gymnastics at the Regina Girls Gym Club at the YWCA through that program. Those first steps led to decades of coaching success and leadership roles at several clubs and provincial sports organizations, which ultimately led to her spending 30 years as the CEO of Gymnastics Saskatchewan.
They saw my interest in gymnastics right away and had me helping and coaching in recreational gymnastics when I was 11, so that's when I started. The Leaders in Training program was very good in terms of helping us get leadership skills and learn how to be teachers, really.
While coaching the recreational programs at the YWCA, Miller wanted to offer more for the talented young gymnasts he was working with. She said she had great support from the parents of the gymnasts and the board and staff at the YWCA, so she approached them for more support and created the YWCA Limberettes Gym Club in 1969, where she served as head coach.
So I'd made this presentation to the board of directors. I think I was about 15. And I said, I want to run my own gym club, and will you buy me some equipment because we needed some upgrades, and will you give me some gym time? And so they gave me 5 hours of gym time to start a week, which is not very much for competitive training. And I gathered together a group of about 12 girls that I was coaching in basically advanced gym and started this little gym club. It was one of the most fun things I ever did, and I'm so proud of myself that I did that when I was pretty young.
The Limberettes' more than 20 athletes were competing at Western or national level competitions, but outgrew their YWCA space. In 1978, the Regina Gymnastics Clubs decided to join forces and came together to form the Queen City Kinsman Gymnastics Club, which helped accelerate the growth of gymnastics in the city. Miller also served as a volunteer gymnastics judge for 25 years, including 14 years attending the Canadian Championships as a national-level judge or official. At the Queen City Kinsman Gymnastics Club, she served as the program and facility director while also coaching at the club. She had also begun a teaching career and had the first of her 3 children.
I was coaching full-time, teaching, and it just got a little bit too busy, so I gave up teaching and went into Queen City. Actually hired me full-time in 1978 to run the new facility and run preschool programming out of there. And so I did that during the day, and then I coached at 4 o'clock and got home at 9, and my husband was looking after kids, and it was a very busy time.
With 3 boys active in sports and music, Miller felt the time was right for a change. Thus began her career as a sport administrator, first as the CEO of Water Polo Saskatchewan for 8 years, before serving as CEO of Gymnastics Saskatchewan from 1994 to 2024. At the same time, she sat on the board and was president of both the Regina Optimist Dolphins Swim Club and the Regina Water Polo Association, and was the vice president of Water Polo Canada for 8 years. During her time at Gymnastics Saskatchewan, Miller had a vision to bring all gymnastics disciplines together, including trampoline and artistic gymnastics, for the national championship. Her goal was to try to change the culture of gymnastics, allowing each discipline to be valued, appreciated, and showcased.
I chaired the first ever combined Canadian Championships held here, and people told me it couldn't be done, nobody would come, and it would be horrible, and nobody would get along, and it was actually absolutely fabulous. And so we did it again a few years later, so we did that twice. And I'm very proud of the fact that I, brought all those people together, and we brought these big events to Regina.
Some of the young gymnasts that Miller coached have gone on to be the head coaches of their own clubs. Karen Sills Haverstock became the first national-level gymnast in Saskatchewan to achieve Elite 3 status and went on to coach elite gymnasts for decades, and said that not only did Miller build Gym Sask from the ground up, but she has also built and nurtured many individuals like herself.
I was so happy for the girls, and so happy that these women that I coached, these young girls that I coached, many of them continued on in the sport. And they're still coaching, some of them. And now they have their own children, and their own children are in the gym. And, the same goes for the staff that I've mentored over my career. There's, lots of people who are still involved, and, hopefully I had an impact on them, and that makes me proud.
Miller still recalls the impact that those early instructors at the YWCA had on her as a young coach starting out, and everyone who has helped her in her journey of 55 years of involvement with gymnastics in Saskatchewan.
The people who supported me were incredible, and it's all about the people that you work with. And if I had a little impact on somebody or inspired somebody, that's what made me happy in my whole career. I was just thrilled to be a part of young people's lives.
Installed in the Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame on September 20th, 2025, Klara Kesmarky Miller.